Hello everyone, welcome to the channel update for March 2nd, 2017. My lord, I was looking back on my listings of videos here and had not realized that the last update I'd done was back on New Year's Eve or shortly after New Year's Day or so. Did not realize 2 months had gone by. My God, time just flies. Turn around, before you know it, the months are flying by. Something we've talked about at work before. I've discussed things with him, and it says, as I get older, the individual days, each day seems to get longer and longer and longer. But the next thing you know, you turn around and 30 of them have gone by. And it's time to pay the mortgage again. All right, let's take a look. I've scrolled down a quick list here of what we need to talk about. Let's see. Pick up eggs, Paw Patrol stuffed figure. Nope, wrong list. There we go. So yeah, welcome to the State of the Channel update here. Just a brief thing on my own personal. Y'all know that I said I've been trying. If y'all go back and listen to the last one back in January, you'll find that I was talking about a lot of stuff I was going to do then. Like I was hoping to get the GTA stuff started up again and finish the thing, and I'm still planning on that. That is still the plan. It's on the list. It's on the list along with American Truck Sim, Euro Truck Sim, finishing up Doom 16, working on my Black Mesa and Half-Life series, comparison between the two. As I said, I've got all these things. I haven't forgotten any of them. They're all on the list. It's just that other things have come up. Just recently, it's the fact that I had my third colonoscopy this week. I've had 3 of them now in the last year. If y'all remember, I had the one back in April of last year. God, Lord, has it been that long? I think it was late April of last year. And had the 2 cancerous polyps in my colon, which they went in and they took out. And I had a follow-up about a month after that, and they checked it, and everything looked good. They took some more samples and all, and then this time he went in as a follow-up exam and checked everything and took more samples and all and said everything looks clean as a whistle in there. So as far as my colon is concerned, does not look like I have anything more to worry about as far as the cancer in there. Looks like it's clear. I should be cancer-free. Although I have had people worrying about this strange growth that I have up here on top of my shoulders. But I figure as long as it's not bothering me, they'll just have to let it not bother them. So what else have we got here? Got a little, playing a little Plants and Zombies on the computer here, because by God, you can't just ever have enough zombies, can you? I have finished this. As y'all see, I'm basically starting it for the first time on the computer. I tore through it, finished it, and Plants and Zombies 2 on my iPhone. But this is the first time I've played it on the computer, so let's see how far I can get through it here. Still such a fun game. Forgotten how much I love tower defenses. What else? I was going to play some Anno. I talked about getting Anno going, and y'all know that's one of my favorite ever games. It's probably one of the ones I've got the most hours on Steam. But the issues with it being that I logged in earlier today, and I'm wanting to work on the world events right now. And the latest one they got's going is the Abashi Trench. It only runs for another 4 or 5 days, but I've completed it. It's one of the few world events that I've actually completed. I've completed it. I completed the Nordermark conflict, so I just don't feel like grinding through all 3 missions again. Just because it's there, I've finished all my factions, gotten everything I can with them. I finished the main core campaign, so at this point it's just basically finishing up those world events, those big public events that only come around and last for about a month, a couple times a year, so that I can get all the achievements and the rewards for them. Should Ubisoft decide at some point to turn those off. So we're still waiting on that. Hopefully the next one will show up here probably later this month. I don't know which one is next. Can't remember which one is next on the let's see, the world of the Boshy Trench is the one where you're building the formers. Not the formers, the geothermal generators. Next one, maybe the formers? We'll see. We'll see what it is when it comes on. I am planning on getting a Lotro episode, a Gnarlo episode recorded later tonight. Actually, it's early morning now. It's about 3:20 in the morning. Yes, my clock over there says it is 20 minutes past 3. Nice. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to get another Gnarlo recorded later tonight. I'm off this coming night. I work the Friday night, but then I'm off for about 5 nights straight after that. So I plan on getting both some more Gnarrenay and Gnarlo episodes recorded and put up. So we'll see how fruitful I will be in that. Because part of the problem with it as well, I think I may have mentioned back in the January one, was that my wife has retired. She decided to take early retirement. And she is in her 2nd month of that now. It's had 2 months of early retirement. And it's been good. Things are going good and all that. And all that. It's just that it's caused an issue, and that she's actually discovered that she likes having me around. As I've said before, we don't live together. So it's like she's actually discovered that I'm not that bad to have around and talk to and to spend time with. So I've always told my friends, she and I had a relationship of benign neglect. It's like she did her thing, I did my thing. We kind of lived our own little separate parallel lives. We got together when we wanted to, and then we went back to benignly neglecting each other, letting each other do what they wanted. And these days she's decided that the couple thing is pretty good, that actually I'm a pretty cool guy to hang out with, apparently. So, especially, or she just wants someone to, during football season, to shout at how much she hates Suarez and Neymar. Could be that, too. So, I don't know. Maybe this football season will be over soon. Thank God that it seems like the La Liga, the Champions League, the Copa del Rey, all these things are kind of grinding down into the last weeks now, where we're doing the elimination rounds and all. Because, oh my Lord, it's like, this is the woman that just until a few years ago would sit there and watch American football and talk about, oh my God, I can't believe all these stupid people who paint their faces in different colors and buy all these things where they're just absolutely draped with scarves and hats and shirts and jerseys with all their team and all. And my Lord, she does everything except for the face painting whenever it comes to Barcelona and like Man City. It's quite a thing to watch. I can't say as I don't enjoy it, because it's so much entertaining to go sit on the couch and watch her. I enjoy that more than I enjoy watching the games, really. Let's see, what else? So a few other things that have postponed getting back into it is, recently we did the entire Portal 2 multiplayer series, and Mindfiend and I did that, and my God, I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed that and how much fun it was. And I'd also forgotten how much I'd forgotten the puzzles, because we genuinely had to puzzle our way through a few of those. That was a bit of a I hate using the word slog, because slog is negative, and it wasn't a negative slog, but it was a bit of a slog. It was a bit of a journey. Let me put it that way. It was a bit of a journey in order to get through that and get the old brain cells working again, remembering how to do it. So the Portal 2, that series took a while to get up and all. Here recently, y'all have seen Brocraft started again. Dwindon has started up his own server. We've been having a great amount of fun on that. That will be coming to an end here in a week or two. I've still got hours of footage. I've still got enough footage to put up probably another dozen episodes that I've got recorded. It will be coming to an end here shortly, just because Dwindon, he's been taking a little bit of break from studying, but his tests are coming up, so he's about to hit the books again here shortly and get that other certification that he's wanting to get. So his free time will be kind of diminished again as he gets back into the studying. But it's a great amount of fun while it lasts, and I'm sure we will continue it after he's finished there. And in addition, even Keebs has been spotted on the server. The ever-elusive Keebs has been spotted on the server, digging and mining, and the TBM, the tunnel boring machine, has been hard at work. So, you know, that's one thing. While all the bros are on and all, I am going to go and join them and have a great time. So I do not mind the time that I spend with my brothers, because after all, this whole thing, the whole reason I game in the first place, it's a no matter, it sounds funny coming from someone who's mostly a solo gamer, but I game to mostly spend time with the people that I want to spend time with. Bit of a contradiction there, I know, or a bit of an oxymoron, but there you are. What else have we got going on? Like I said, Truck Sim. I definitely want to get Truck Sim. I am promising you right now a Truck Sim, American Truck Sim episode by the end of the weekend. Can't say it'll be necessarily done today. I got a few things going on today, and then I'm working. But by the end of the weekend, it's something I've been wanting to do since back in, I think, October. I think it was September, October, when I kind of went on a little bit of a hiatus there because they were talking about coming out with the expanded map, and I didn't want to do, I wanted to wait for the expanded map, and it took a little bit longer than I thought. And then ever since December, January, I've just been busy with all this other stuff. But I'm definitely going to come out with a special episode of American Truck Sim, like I said, by the end of the weekend. I've already decided that right there is one promise I can make. I said, once again, getting in the other things, GTA, Doom 16, the Black Mesa, the Half-Life, getting those going again and finished up are definitely on the burner. Before I start any other computer games, those will be on the burner and will be done. What else? I guess the other thing is board games. As y'all have seen, I have been doing lots of board games. I've really been enjoying it, really been enjoying getting back into the hobby. I was a hardcore board gamer. We just didn't have that many video games. I mean, you had the consoles, like you had the PlayStation and the early Nintendo, the Nintendo family, and then the Nintendo, I guess the NES, and then the 16 Super Nintendo. That's the word I'm looking for. Super Nintendo, and I had a Sega Genesis and all. So we had those, but those were the ones you'd sit down and you'd sit on the couch and you'd play for 30 minutes to an hour, and then you'd go on to something else. And we were big board gamers back in college. We played, I've heard me talk about it before, our big games were Starfleet Battles, Car Wars, what else? Battletech, tons of Battletech, tons of Car Wars. The original Arkham Horror from back then, when Chaosium first put out the Arkham Horror, the original Junta. I had a friend of mine that had both of those. Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, we played that. Tons of games. We were big role players. We played lots of Call of Cthulhu, lots of Paranoia, which was an awesome game. I'd love to get another Paranoia game. The computer is your friend. Love to get another game of that going on. So yeah, I've always been a board gamer. And then in the early 90s, right about 92, 93, I guess, is when, number one, I hooked up with my wife and we started dating seriously. And the other thing is that EverQuest came along. And suddenly I just didn't do much of anything beyond that. But the computer games that I did play were board games. They were Civilization. They were XCOM, those kind of things. The old Space Hulk on the computer. So, I was still a board gamer at heart when I played the computer game. So it's been really, really good getting back after a 20-year break, discovering just how far those things have come in that period of time, and just what there is out there. That's not just a roll and move game like the Monopoly and all that kind of burn us out on board games when we were kids, because they just weren't that good. Anyway, there you go. That's the state of the channel for the 2nd of March here. Thank y'all for listening to my insane ramblings and all, and we will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye-bye.